Hello everybody, Jurgen Rido here, going out for a bit of an evening ride. We might get a little political today, but this is the Odinist Riders channel, so we can talk about anything actually. I just try to stay away from certain things like this. Doing a few things today. I'm testing the mic on the helmet without the windshield on, as though I like to actually ride without my windshield quite a bit. It's been in the 70s today, so it's just cooling down. We'll be making a stop at the gas station real quick. Heading on over to my other's place. And tomorrow I should have my tire in the mail, and hopefully by this upcoming first weekend of May, I should have a video maybe doing that. I do it next week, but right now some bills need to be paid, and it's only going to be back and forth to work for the next 2 weeks, so you might be without a video log, maybe a shorty like this. But anyways, I was riding down through the center of downtown the other day, maybe about 2-3 weeks ago, and this is before the Syrian air base got bombarded with cruise missiles, supposedly. And maybe you'll see my point of view when I say supposedly. Alright, there were protesters out in the middle of the square, and they were holding no war signs and things how tomahawks cost like this much. And the only reason I know what they said is because they ended up 2 weeks later on the news after the Syrian airfield was missiled. And this was 2 weeks before. So you can make your own conclusions on this, that how things are set in motion, how maybe society, the governments in society have set things up. Because I mean, exactly on the dot, the day after the whole barrage, these people that me and my other saw 2 weeks ago were on the news. I thought they were like protesting abortion or some, I don't know, liberal rights or who knows. Didn't really get a good look at the signs until I saw them on the TV, so it's kind of hard to say. And you know, it takes you back to the Vietnam era protests where people were saying baby killer and all that happy shit. And yeah, so this is, like I said, this is going to be probably a short video, unless I take the long way over to my others, which I just might do. My back tire is kind of shitty, but not that shitty. I just don't dare any aggressive cornering or riding with it. So, kind of what this has to do with Odinism is trying to foresee, having that foresight like All-Father Odin did, about maybe destiny or a future event. You just never know. And little things like that, I didn't really pay too much attention to it, but I knew there were protesters there and they were protesting something. And yeah, so then all of a sudden Tomahawk missiles are pounding a Russian controlled Syrian air base. Alright, so next factor, Russia saying how they're going to cross the red line and then go to war. I don't know how many of you have seen that article, but I'm pretty sure bombing an airbase that you control is crossing a red line in an act of war. At least in my book it would be. And I'm not military, I'm not a strategist. I'm no leader of a country. But that would seem like an act of war to me. But what the hell do I know? So some things just don't make sense, and all of a sudden these nuclear threats from North Korea and all these other places, that's a central bank going in. I guarantee that. That's the main reason. I have to look that up later on that back window. It's a crest, and it looks like an eagle. If any of you knows what that is, you get a good look at it, let me know. So yeah, those are my opinions on that. It's like how I see a lot of the media saying how Trump is a Jewish puppet. Well, that was kind of a given. His daughter was a Jewish bride. It's one of the first things I looked up when he announced he was going to run for president. So my opinion on the whole system is it's one-sided. If we really had a choice, we wouldn't have it. If we did have a choice because we had it, I guarantee there would be an independent of some kind in there more often than supposedly one of these two parties, which I don't see two parties, I just see one party. They just tell the public what they want to hear and they make deals behind the scenes. So I was going to do an OSA tonight, but I might change some things around there. But anyways, I didn't get to do my talking head vlog like I was talking about last video. But I've decided that maybe most places I go to visit, to scout, fish, hunt, or something like that, I'm going to leave a little trail marker or a very small offering shrine. And when I find that place that I want to build my main shrine at, my wilderness shrine for Project Noble, that will be the long drawn out video. Another thing, it will go on a playlist under the Odinist Rider channel, because the Focus State channel, I just have a lot of garbage on there that comes up into my feed, and I don't want that spilling in. I have motovloggers, I have everything from letting my brother use it to, who knows, my niece watching stuff. So you get things of animation and Play-Doh, things like that. It sucks when you're the only one with working internet in the house on your phone, because I have a hotspot on this thing and nobody else has you know, anything, because we're either poor or starving and food is a mandatory thing. But I'm also in the process of getting ready to find a place out in the countryside. I have gotten a few small hits, just don't have the money to go yet. I have a resource out there. She's keeping an eye out on things for me. Really nice lady. I met her one day. I decided to stop in Shayakan and eat. A little too friendly sometimes. But hey, you know, small community out there near the river, you can't beat that. I mean, I love fishing. Okay, I don't get out to do enough of it because of the distance I am from such a place. I mean, the Wolf River is about 20 miles from me. And you know, I'm tired of it. I used to live 10 miles out in the Appalachians Plateau on a homestead, a very developed homestead, but a homestead, and I miss it. I miss the wood stove. I miss walking out in the morning and seeing the clear blue sky with the fresh air. I miss not seeing anybody for 2 or 3 days straight, or having to worry about my neighbor do something completely dumb or something I don't like park a trailer on the land, or you know, stupid shit like that a lot of these people around here seem to be pretty obsessed about. Or parking up on somebody's yard. I've done that all winter with my truck. We're just going through some neighborhood right here, and we're going to take a small stretch that leads us right into downtown, and I'll probably cut the camera off after I get to the gas station, because you guys really don't need to see where people I know live. I'm just carrying it right now just for the sake of accidents and things like that, and I figured I'd do a little talking along the way. As for my introduction videos, you may notice they might be a little different every time. That's because I try to use riding footage from the current trip to try to keep things a little fresher. Like I said, I have a trip in May that I'm going to go on, and maybe we'll do some lore talk, but it will just be audio recording and pictures unless I'm running back alone, which is a good possibility due to the fact that I have to work that Monday. I really can't afford to take more than a day off at a time. Right now it's what you would call the Christians' Easter Sunday. And my other's mother actually wanted me to tell her a little bit about our side of things. Ostera. I'm not even sure how it's pronounced. I read things and I look at things. That's about as far as I get. That's kind of why I want to get more into detail with some more of the focus heathens out there. Or Ostra, I think that's how you pronounce it. Well, she tried saying it, and I just took it as a compliment, and, you know, I greeted her Happy Easter, and that's another thing. In this world, we're going to find people that we're always going to be around that may not be our mindset. They may not be our color, but we have to either work with them or deal with them on a daily basis. And that's where it kind of comes into that it's not always a hostile encounter. It's usually pretty brief, and that's how you want to keep it. And that's what you got to remember while dealing with some of these people, is you keep it brief. I don't really work with anybody at the current plan I'm at. I work alone a lot of the time, but occasionally I have to go over, and there are some people at my job that are of another race, and I have to work with them in loading bay. You just man up and you stomach it and you go through. So, and I get the younger ones that are the same ethnic as us, but all they care about is eating, drinking, and fucking. And they usually don't care what they're fucking. So choose your friends wisely at work too. Because you never know who you're going to meet along the roadway. I was thinking of a Have 'em all stanza I wanted to include in this today, and if I think it, I'll kind of put it up there. But right now I can't really think of it. So guys, enjoy the rest of the ride. Stay close to your ancestors. Stay close to the gods, because you never know what's around the bend. And hopefully the Norns have waved the fates in your favor. That just sounds fucking corny. I'm gonna work on that. Anyway guys, take care. Hey guys, remember too, if you're an independent music artist, if you are maybe an artist in general, maybe a blog writer, shoot me a link and I'll set your stuff up on my channel. That's if you like my stuff. If you do, give it a like, share, and subscribe. Kind of help me grow, and I'll help you grow. If you're not, but you want to comment, just like, share, and subscribe as well, you know. Constructive criticism is always welcomed. If you have something that you want me to talk about, let me know. And I'll do research on the subject and maybe get with you and we'll talk. You just never know.